So yesterday we had this very interesting metaphor of planting seeds in the farm. And we said, if everyone can make so much from a grain of maize, then why on earth are people poor? And one of the very important things we recognized is the fact that people eat their seeds. People are not consistent with what they need to do. People basically break the system while it's going on. They don't allow it to go all the way to the end. And we said people don't have time. People are in a hurry. And these are a variety of things that happen that make people not achieve their desired harvest. And we said in our business, it's a metaphor for us to be able to identify various things going on in our business as well and make up our minds that the seed that we have is the money we have, the teams we have, the knowledge we have, and the customers we have as well. And we said if we want this seed to grow, it is not only when we are starting our business that we invest in our business. That the process of investment is an ongoing process, and there's an activity that we need to get involved in to ensure that our seed is not lost and that the value is preserved, and that if we don't have rain, we must provide irrigation. And we talked about all those key factors. So I'd like to ask somebody today, what was the most important point that struck you yesterday that you want to make a commitment to begin to do? So what is the vital activity that you want to commit and say, if I can commit to doing this regularly, it will transform my business? What is that factor? What is that one thing that if you commit to do will transform your business that you are willing to take a chance on? So I need volunteers to lift up their hands and have voice. So if you are here and you like to speak, lift up your hand, I'll give you voice. And if you are physically here and you like to speak, lift up your hand as well. I can see Mr. James lifting up his physical hands. There's a way to lift up your hand with the system or reactions, but your physical hand has been seen, so I will give you voice as well. And so I'll come to her. Let's start. I'll start with Mr. Osua, and then we'll come to Mrs. Pastor Pelumi. So let's I want to see how the mic will sound here. So Mr. Joshua, I've unmuted you. Please go ahead and speak to us. Unmute yourself.
Can you hear me?
Loud and clear.
Okay, sir. Thank you very much, CM. I'd like to thank you for yesterday. And what came out most important for me yesterday was the principles of plowing back. You know, before I used to think that as much as I can do, 25% of my whatever came my way in the year, I'm doing very well. But now, yesterday, I got to know that I've got to do more than 25%. I've got to do much more than that. And that's very, very key for me. I also got to know that knowledge base, is a very important seed that one needs to grow. And I am taking that on. I have made up my mind to read as many books as I can, to attend all the trainings that Green Monday organizes this year, so that I can increase also my knowledge base of this business.
Okay, thank you very much.
Thank you very much.
Thank you very much, sir. We didn't hear you very clearly here. Mr. James, can you go over it again, please? Our speaker did not allow us to hear you very well.
I said, first and foremost, I thank you for what you did yesterday, for what you taught us yesterday. And I said, what came out most important for me yesterday was, number one, the amount of plowback that I had to do with proceeds from my business. Before, I thought if I do 25% of whatever comes in, I'll plow it back. I'm doing great. But yesterday, I got to know that I'm going to do much, much, much more than that, at least in the first few years, first 4 or 5 years. And then I can begin to enjoy the proceeds more of my business. And number two, I got to know that knowledge is also part of the seed that I need to nurture and grow in this business. And for that, I made up my mind that this year I will read more books that have to do with this business, and I also vowed all organized programs that Green Monday has put together this year, so that I can improve on my business this year.
Very
Thank
good.
you, sir.
Thank you very much. So if you are here and you're listening, one of the key things that he has mentioned that I want us to add to our commitment list, what I'd like us to add to our commitment list is the percentage of my income I need to plow back into my business. Many of us feel, I have people here who they are not doing the business, but every week they are in it, and they are still star one, they are star two. All the money that comes from the business every week, they will withdraw it and they'll go and spend it. They are already thinking that they're financially free. It's a wrong way to go. That your business will not grow. You want to ensure that when you are harvesting, a significant percentage of what you are bringing out in the early levels is going back to grow your seed, to grow your business, so that your business can peak at a very good point and you can earn fantastic rewards. So if you have yesterday I asked us to open a page, a clean page. So for all of us who are online as well, get your book, have a clean page that you are writing my contract, my commitment, my personal commitment contract. And basically what you're going to be writing in that page are the things that you must begin to do after you leave this conference, the things that you must begin to ensure is happening to you on a regular basis. Document them there. The first one we have gotten from Mr. James Osua says more than 50%, a good percentage of what I'm earning needs to go back into building my team, into building my knowledge, into building my income, into building my customers. So I'm investing back into developing more seed so that I can have more results. We had Pastor Mrs. Pelumi's hands up. Let's take from her. I'll pause here and you can have volume on your end.
Okay. After yesterday's seminar, I decided that more than ever before, I will be committed to talking to people about the business, either individually or in groups.
Much for that. I think the key thing that we can all borrow from. I think the key thing we can all borrow from what she has said is we know that this is sowing. Every time you open your mouth to talk to somebody else, you are sowing. You are making sure that you are creating more seeds. If you are going to really have a farm, the business for the first few years is how to create more seed, not how to create much more harvest, how to create more seed. So if I have one grain, if I divide it into two and I eat half, it's not going to satisfy me. If I plant it and I have only one maize cob, that maize cob will satisfy me for a few minutes. So I've not gotten my food yet. I will plant it back. When I have 650, I can tell myself, let me eat a little. But the majority, let me use it to expand my farm. So the commitment will every day make sure you are communicating with people. Sometimes the things we are supposed to do, we are not doing them because why is not clear to us. So I hope that one of the things that happened to you yesterday was that why became clearer, and you knew that now I need to be able to attract more people so that I can get more results. I saw your hand up. I'm coming to you. Let me be alternating it online and offline. Is there anybody else here who is raising their hands and wants to share with us what key thing that stood out for them yesterday? Okay, I have Mrs. I have Dr. Eno's hand up. So I'm going to put you on the platform. I've asked you to unmute. Yes, you can go ahead.
Good morning, everyone, and thank you for yesterday's conference. For me, the first thing is regarding the knowledge, the money, the team members, I've sort of seen that it's something I have to sow into, but I never saw it in that way, like it being a seed, like a farmer. But one area where I personally want to take it higher and sow more into is customers, because I'm seeing, I know that we have an amazing product range and we can actually use those products to lead. I know in the past, I used the opportunity to lead, but I now see the value and the benefit in using products to lead. And it's those customers that would become team members that I can continue to sow into, especially with the solution packs. So that's, for me, that's the key take home. Thank you very much.
Thank you very much. Thank you very much for that contribution, Dr. Fumi. And I'd like to say this. So please, the things you are adding to your commitment list, and you need to be documenting this, because when this training is over, the only thing that you'll be left with are the commitments that you have made. And if you don't have any commitments you are making, then nothing is going to happen after this training. It's going to be another training, and this cannot be another training. We are here today. The reason, one of the key driving forces for organizing this training is asking myself, what can we do to help distributors succeed? What can we do to help distributors achieve more? Now, I'm telling you this, and I'm not second guessing it. A time is coming, and it's not far, where you will see people who are earning 22 million naira on a monthly basis very casually. And I say very casually because they will not be the highest income earners. Okay. Today we have a business that says they have 49 people that are almost in that category. I'm not sure what the kind of earnings, their earning potentials really are. I probably would think maybe many of them are doing 5 million naira per month or something in that neighborhood. But guess what? It is within reach. Now, we will not have, if I tell you that one maize seed can become 845,000 seeds, and 845,000 seeds can become times another 650, and it can become a few million seeds, it will look like a lot, but it can happen in 3 years. Now, for this business, if I tell you what is possible as well, it will sound like a lot, but it will be because of your own discipline to ensure that you are committed to this, you are committed to, and you are doing them. There's a commitment we learned from Mrs. Bellumi, Daniel, which basically is a commitment to sow daily. Am I engaging people daily? Am I speaking to people daily? And Dr. Fumi, I know just added another interesting perspective to it, to say, lead, you can lead with the product. You know, many of the people that we have who will be consistent with this business are people who will need to use the products quite consistently as well. I can't be using something on a 60-day or a 90-day plan and not be compelled to share with somebody about it. I cannot be on the immunity boosting system. I cannot be on something for my hormonal balance. I cannot be on something readily that I will not have visual connections with the product on a regular basis. So it is very, very, it's not counterintuitive. It's very direct to know that I can gift somebody a bottle. I can ask somebody to go and test something out, and that can be the beginning of the conversation of how they become distributors as well. So I think it's very important. Write the commitment down. I will lead with the product. I will give somebody the product. And when I give somebody the product, what am I doing? I'm sowing. When I want to plant a seed, I dash the soil, the seed. I don't go back and check whether it's still there. I have given the soil. And Lady D was asking us yesterday that how come we are putting poison on the seed that will not affect? It's going to die. What is going to come out has nothing to do with the container of the seed that you're planting. When the final thing comes out, it comes out pure, and sweet. But guess what? You need to sow that seed. So, ladies and gentlemen, if there's anything you want to take out of this place, on that clean page that you have set out for this training, that you're not taking your notes on, the one that is titled My Personal Commitment Contract, which you will sign when this is over, right down there. I will commit to engage people about the opportunity and the product daily. I will lead with the product when they have the opportunity to. And the beautiful thing with leading with the products is there is nobody you can't talk to. If I see you and I give you a small bottle, I can talk to you. But if I see you and I say you can make money, you wonder, uncle, from where? Why do you want me to make money? People that are in your house, have they finished making money? Why did you remember me? You know, sometimes when you have those 419 calls, okay, this is your uncle working for the NNPC. I said, all the people are close to you. Have you finished calling them? You know, but essentially, with the product, everybody knows somebody who needs the product, who needs the value, and we can live with that. I think that's a very good point. I saw your hand, man. Okay, please help me go to her.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Okay.
Yeah.
My name is Naomi. Yeah. And
I need your sound. Your output. You just need to put it down. You can mute yourself. I mean the output.
okay, my name is Naomi. Yesterday, personally, what I learned was patience. When you sow the seed, you really, really have to be patient so that you don't eat the seed again or what comes out of it. And then the giving back is really, really very, very important. But most importantly, patience in allowing the seed to grow to the max.
Please, if you can hear me, okay, I'm sure you can hear me now. Yes. Okay, excellent. I was wondering, no audio. Okay, somebody was saying no audio. Okay, so I'm sure you heard her. I think she has made a very vital point as well. She talked about patience. Please, can we echo patience? Patience. And we're not talking about patience, Jonathan. But we're talking about patience. Now, I think it's a mixture of two things. I think it's patience and discipline. And I think it is very different from idleness. So there are two kinds of farmers. There's a farmer that plants the seed and goes to sleep and says that one day I will have harvest. One day you have disappointment. Because when he wakes up, you will realize one of the things they call the law of the field. There are some laws that govern the field. In school, if you have an exam tomorrow, you may not go to class. On the day before the exam, you can quickly crash the course, go for the exam, and manage to score a B. If you are very good, you can even score an A. That's in class. On the field, if you sleep during sowing season and planting season, and you wake up the night before harvest, you can crash it till kingdom come. You will not have any results. So that patience is not waiting away idly. It is the patience of consistently giving it the effort it requires, even when you cannot see the result you are looking for. And this is what separates men from boys, boys from girls, the girls from women. The fact that you are able to consistently give the activity required in the face of not sufficient feedback. That you are able to take your effort as your feedback and know that if I persevere in what I'm doing, I know the end. I will get to this end. Are we together? Now, if we don't do it that way, you will realize, so, and because you need patience and perseverance, and then discipline, not to say to yourself, oh my, I cannot come and keep myself. Ladies and gentlemen, there are people amongst us here, online and offline, who are very well placed. Your downline is a gold mine. Your left downline is a gold mine. And you are earning income, and every week you are pulling it out and spending it all. You will not last. It will not last because it means you want to peak early. It won't last. It won't last because you're not investing in that business. You're not building that business. And it's people like that that make downlines write messages like, please, company, my upline is not supporting me. Can I take over his account? My upline is idle. He's not doing anything. So what am I saying? Same thing with the field. Very good commitment to say, I will be patient. Success is boring, ladies and gentlemen. It is boring until you achieve it. If you look at the effort you need to put in, you'll be asking yourself, when? Lord, when? Or like the donkey was asking Shrek, are we there yet? Are we there yet? Are we there yet? Because you may not see feedback that tells you that you are there until you are there. But guess what? When it's a long journey and you are able to persevere through, let me tell you what will happen. Year 4 to year 5 in this business, we will have an avalanche. It's not a prayer. I'm telling you how it plays out. Why would the avalanche happen? The avalanche will happen because all of a sudden somebody will hear that Rita is a Ruby director. Hey. I don't even say, no, I don't understand. I said, wait, Rita. Wait, how much is she earning monthly? You say she doesn't disclose, but that, that house investor, that one, she built it, say, hey. That means they must be born in this business, that place now, that place where that business, she's the one that owns it, say, hey, from doing what? He says, great body. He said, really? No, boy. I need to join this business. And of course, because they see somebody's harvest, they don't know the business process. They feel, now that we have seen the end, then the beginning must be exciting. And then people will plug in. There are businesses today in Nigeria, people are plugging in, they don't even understand the marketing plan. I know a business, I'll tell you. I know a business, you see people celebrating online. I've achieved this level. That level. Total income available at that level is 10K. I'm not playing. Total income available at that level is at 10K. I remember colleague sharing with me that he went to one man one day to say, this is your conversion plan. Let me understand the conversion plan. The man said, level 1, level 2, level 3, level 4. Forget about anything that's happening there. Nothing's happening there. Anything that begins to happen is from this level. Of course, but we celebrate it, we try and do whatever, but we all know that this one is, you can't even count the money you're making there. It doesn't make any sense. What am I saying? Patience and discipline. And not idle patience, active patience. One of the things we try to teach people in faith, when the Bible says, they that wait upon the Lord, many people think it's idleness. You don't understand. They that wait upon the Lord like waiters. When a waiter is waiting, he's not sitting down. A waiter is standing up and say, okay, what do you want to eat? You say, wait. You are waiting and attention. There's an activity that your wait requires. And in this business, your patience of waiting for harvest is not, I have planted, hey, you have planted. You say, I should wait. This is year 1, bamboo, Chinese bamboo. You must be watering it every day. Chinese bamboo will not grow, but you must water it every day. It will not give you any feedback, but you must water it every day. And then on the 5th year, it grows to 90 feet in a record of like 6 weeks. What was happening? All the while you were feeding it, it was storing it in. It was storing it in. It was storing it in until the day that it will manifest it. That's the same way with our business. And like I said, different businesses have different dynamics. There are some businesses where in year 1, they are earning 30 million. Ask them what happened in year 5. Because in life, it's either you start slow, build momentum and end on the peak, or you start high and the way you are going is actually down. I know what it feels like. I've built a business before where in less than 1 year, we had 60,000 people on my team. Why? Because it was fast results. People like fast results. And of course, fast results, people came in fast results, and then it died fast as well. So the conversation is, do I want to build fast and then slow, and then of course what you do then is jump to the next company. Some people are playing Jangirova. So you do this one, go to the top, crash, jump to another one. So like a monkey jumping from tree to tree. Or do you want to build, and then in 5 to 10 years, you look at what you have built and it makes sense. You look at the lives you have impacted and it makes sense. You look at where things are going, and you know that even in your retirement, you can continue to gain value because you have built a system. Patience and discipline. Anybody else on the online page wants to share something before we go to Mrs. Ebele Alaka, who has joined us offline today? Anybody else online? Are we taking anybody online? You want to share something that you learned yesterday that stood out for you? Just show us your hand. We're capturing lessons and feedbacks, and then we'll move into something very interesting. One of the things I want to show us today is how to use the solution parts. And those of us who have used it successfully will share a few of our testimonies. I think we'll get to hear something from Dr. Fumi. I know we'll get something to hear from MI. We'll get something to hear from Rita, who is here as well. And we'll, mix it together to show us all how we can begin to leverage on this. Anybody wants to share online? Show your hand. Just look for your reaction button. Click and lift up your hand, and then we'll give you visuals and we'll give you voice. Okay, we have somebody offline who wants to share with us. Mrs. Ebele Alaka. Yes. Let's have you. And let me unmute you. And mute myself.
And your sound.
Okay. Good morning. My name is Ebele Alaka. I'm from Trailblazers.
She's wearing the
I'm wearing the jersey.
Yeah, Trailblazers.
And I was blown away, and I said to God, I must be here to see it happening live. I learned so much yesterday, but the first thing I took away is, first of all, I had an affirmation because I was making sure that every kobo that enters my back office goes back into the product. I have not withdrawn any kobo from my back office. And people will ask, how much have you even made in this business? Let us chop something. I said, I'm going somewhere. So yesterday, I got an affirmation that it is the way to go. And so I've written it in my contract today that I'm going to continue that way. So every kobo in my back office is going back into the business. But apart from that, I've also taken it to my account, but I also get money coming into my real account apart from that. So I've decided also to take a good amount from there also to invest. We are going somewhere. So and I want all of us to take that away. It's frugal, it's hard. There was somebody I was discussing with yesterday after the meeting. I said, a lot of us, we go through hard things anyway. And if we add extra small something, to just elevate it just a little bit. So why don't you forget about that, invest it and continue the frugal way and delay the gratification. So that's what I learned here. The other thing I also learned is sowing. The way CM explained that issue of sowing one seed of corn, it blew me away. So I went back to my group and I resurrected all the inactive people in that group that maybe probably just got registration pack and never did any other thing. I should move that. Okay, registration pack and didn't do any other thing. So I want to go back to them. Let me sow some time into their activities and see what we have. So I've gotten that list done. So I've learned a lot, but those are the two things that I want to share now. Thank you very much.
Awesome. Have you gone back to me? Okay, good. So very quickly, if you didn't hear her, let me just reinforce what she said so that it's clear. She said one thing she got was an affirmation that what she has been doing is the correct thing. That all she has been doing all the while is she's been using the money she's been making and putting it back in the business, and she's building and building and building. And like yesterday, she wrote it down in her commitment that she will continue to build these early days. Where we are going is far, and what we want to achieve is huge, and it just makes sense to just continue to sow and grow what you have. And then the second thing she mentioned about the seed. Yes, and Father, you need to wake up some of the seeds that you have that is buried under the soil. But let me say something very interesting to you. I had a conversation with a friend recently. So there's a little amount of money, there's an investment that I made some years ago that went bad. And when I say bad, I'm saying real bad. So it's the kind of investment where you have invested about $500,000 and it went as bad as becoming $10,000. Yeah, very bad. So this year, I had an inner witness that everything is coming back. So I decided to take the whole $10,000 and invest again. And when I invested it, so I have a friend that I always chat with and say, oh boy, this is what I'm doing, this is how it's going. Now, I'm trying my best not to involve any other money inside this thing. So I try to limit it to what is already there while I do other things. I'm partitioning myself into various parts. So I put it there and I did a few investments and I saw it grow to like double. So it started doubling. So I got double once. So my friend said, Omo, take some out. I said, my brother, you don't know where I'm going. Do you understand? If where I'm going is 10K, 20K, I will take profit out. But where I'm going, I said, my brother, until I see 1 million, we are doing this because I know what I need to do. So the guy said, I said, look, I know the inner witness I have. He said, why are you so confident? I said, the inner witness I have is I can be confident. By another period of time, I did another 100%, it grew again. Guys, take something out of this thing though, before it turns away. But it's just making me realize what makes us hold on to the position we have is the end that we see. If your end is, let me just take what I used to eat, then you close it and end it there. If you know that I can build this to a point where I become a ruby director, I can build this to a point where I become an emerald director, I can build this to become a diamond director, I can build this to become a black diamond director, then I know that I've not started this business yet until I begin to come near to those spaces. Now, some people are extreme marketers. And I tell you, there are people who can achieve these things in 2 years. And they will come. Maybe in the future, maybe they are somewhere still gaining momentum. But there are some of us who, we don't even need any rush. Because if you rush for 3 years, what will you do after? That you can build consistently, increase the volume of your beats, and build and build and build, and watch your team grow. Today, there are people who have in green money who have 100,000 PV. There are people who have 60,000 PV. There are people who have 20,000 PV. And there are people that have 1,000 PV and they are breathing like this. They'll say, 1,000, that is zero. But ladies and gentlemen, the time is coming and it's not far, where people will be talking about 1 million PV and you're wondering, really? How many downlines do you have? And they'll say, I have 6. You say, hey, how? You say, well, my downlines are plugged in. I have 4 people that are plugged in that are doing like me. You say, really? What's the secret? It's very simple. I sow the seed. I keep on sowing the seed. I keep on watering the seed. I keep on fertilizing the seed. I keep on, spraying pesticides. Somebody wants to distract my team members. I'm there to help them. I'm there to enlighten them. I'm there to give them responsibility, give them charge. Sometimes the way to grow your seed is to give people responsibility and they have something to do. So we keep sowing. Be updating your commitment list of the things you will begin to do, because that's really the essence. Some of us have stopped sowing. We are not talking to anybody again. Meanwhile, there are so many people that surround us that are operating at different levels of commitment. So you have seed that is not producing at its optimum. So there are downlines or team members who can do better. I remember when I was downline to somebody now, there's a guy who was my upline in the business that I did about 13 years ago, 14 years ago. He was my upline. Now this my upline had the opportunity and signed me up. And I told him, "Okay, I don't know anything about this business. You be doing it. I'll be bringing people to you." Now, of course, I had not really done that business like that, so I didn't know my capabilities. When I discovered my capability, the guy also knew that he doesn't understand how he could have been my upline. Because there's no way, how does he, if I come to my full capability, how will he help me? How will he be helping me inside of people? He'll be helping me talk to people. Is something wrong with me? But that time, something was wrong with me. There are people like that in your team. They are not operating at their full capacity because they haven't seen it yet. They haven't caught it yet. It's still, is it now I'm selling bitters? That's what they still see. They don't see that it's a system that allows them to add value and be able to create a structure that can outlive them. Somebody else was telling me, he said, see, I've not started this thing seriously. And last month, I was able to do almost close to $1 million. What will not happen if I become serious? And all of us have potentials that we have not maximized. We are like seed that is still on the shelf. Some of your seed is on the shelf. That's now. I thought about 1 grain of seed that became 650. What will happen to a grain of seed that is on the shelf? What will happen in 3 months' time? It will abide alone. You have downlines that have not been planted. You have team members, they are not planted yet. They are not inside the soil. They are still at home. They are not being eaten, but they are getting dry. And we need to also engage in the activity of ensuring that the team members we have are properly plugged in into the soil where they can grow. It's very important. The light bulb, yeah, so for me, I notice the light bulb has not gone off in their head. Okay, somebody here says, Bumi Amojokun, Mrs. Buma says, the act of sowing stood out again for me yesterday. I gave 230 meals at the filling station yesterday, which returned back to me as a gift for attending offline yesterday. Okay, the gift she received, she gave. Now, everybody who received gifts yesterday, we have said what wants to do with the gifts is give it back, give it as well. Okay, and when you give, you have to be strategic. Are we together? And what do I mean? If I take my seed and I throw it on the wayside, will it give birth to fruit? The birds of the air will pick it up. If I throw it upon stony ground, will it give birth to fruit? It will look like it wants to give birth, but it will get choked because no depth. If I plant it on good soil, will it yield? Yes, but I have to be there to weed it as well. So the same principles. When I want to give a gift, I give a gift strategically. I don't look for a beggar on the road who is begging for food and say they say we should give somebody bitters. That's not a seed. You have given somebody fruit, and it's fine. But if you are sowing a seed, you know you are sowing a seed. And if you are giving somebody food, you know you are giving somebody food. And let's be very clear on what we are doing. I saw one extra hand before I close this session and we enter into solution parts. Was it your hand I saw? Yes. Okay, so Lady D, somebody help me. Where's Tipo? You need to unmute it. Yeah. Good.
Thank you. Good morning, everyone. Yeah, my name is Diana Oyinola. So yesterday, amongst other things, I learned that in this business, I have to attain a certain rank before I can say Uhuru. Right now, I'm a 2-star manager, and I'm closing in on becoming 3-star. But I learned that I have to be a movie director. That is about 4 ranks away. I have to become 3-star, 4-star, 5-star, and movie director before I can calm down and say, okay, I'm earning passive income. What does that tell me? I can't rest yet. I have work to do. So yesterday I was with my downlines like, here we come. Let's do this. We have so much to do. So that's it for me. I haven't started. I'm just beginning this journey. Thank you.
Thank you very much. So I think the point and the commitment there is very clear as well. I think the point there is, you know that there are ranks to achieve. Your ranks announce the milestones in your harvest. Are we together? So he's saying, once I'm 1 star, he's saying the seed is in the soil. Until I'm 1 star, that seed is on the table. So if you are here in this place today and your associates, your seed is still on the table. So star 1 says the seed is in the soil. Star 2 says it has rained. The first rain has poured upon it. That's star 2. Star 3 is saying you have gone there to put pest to spray the weeds so that every weed can die and your soil can be preserved. Star 3 means the ground is clear. This person can now see the future. Are we together? Star 4 is that it has come out of the soil and it begins to show signs. At that level of star 4 is earning about $3,000 per month as passive normal income apart from the other activities. This is stable. That's the stage where for some sticks, you put something to stabilize it. If it's yam, you put a stick that can begin to crawl on. Are we together? If it's cassava, you go and prune the leaves so that it can grow very well. Star 4. Star 5 means you are beginning to see some cobs coming out. It's now ready to begin to multiply. That's star 5. Ruby director, you can take cobs from there, begin to sow, you can start another farm. So I'm just giving you some kind of metaphors. Your ranks announce where you are in your journey. So if you are there, my team member is associate. You don't have a team member yet, though. You have a corn seed on the shelf. And what does it take to be star 1? It's very simple. Have 4 people that are associates, that are still associates. As you help other people succeed, you succeed as well. And let me tell you something. People are not really plugged in. In fact, I think star 1 is even, because you can achieve star 1 with money. So I'm not talking about that kind of star 1. People are not fully plugged in until they are responsible for others. When they are still saying, I don't understand the business, my upline did not teach me. You have the lowest level of responsibility. Dependent. The moment they're having their own team meeting. So when they are now open and say, my team members, that's a seed in the soil that weeding has already started taking place. So you need to have your own team members you can call together and say, let's have a chat. What's going on with you? How far? This thing is serious. Is when you are taking responsibility for people like that. So your downline tells you, sir, sorry, before I commit my energy to this business, are you sure it will last? Are you sure that the supplier will not come and say he's not doing again? He said, no, this time around, we are the supplier. Okay, very good. Are you sure? Well, that hasn't happened before. Are there risks? There are risks. But these are the things I'm seeing. This is why I think this will last. What's going on? You are talking like the company. Until you get to a point where you are talking like the company, you're not in this business yet. It means you need to have responsibility for others. You need to have people that and ladies and gentlemen, the responsibility for us is how will they succeed? How will the people that have brought to this business succeed? If you think my team members can do without me, you won't last. It means you are offering them no value. A day will come where they will get tired and stop because they are looking at you and they are wondering, so this was just shopping free money. So I'm the monkey, Abi. He's the baboon. But if your downline sees that you are leading by example, you are there pushing, then he knows that it's not me. It's not me. Remember, we said, let nobody be responsible for more than 25% of your business. If one individual is responsible for 25% of your business, you don't have a business. You have somebody. Every morning you're sending him credit or her and say, good morning, this is 200 naira for you to make calls today. I know I'm not helping you much, but I'm doing it this way I can. But what you are doing is you look at your account, you withdraw the money. You withdraw the money. You have seen ATM machine. You are doing money ritual. You are doing money ritual. That's a problem. And I'm not saying everybody will do the same activity. But there's an activity you do that your team members know that they have your support. They have your support. You are saying, what program are you doing this month? In your team, what program are you doing this month? How can I help? I say upline, anything you can do, assist me. Okay, you know what? I'll give you 1 carton of 250 mils. And then you transfer that ginger to your team. Everybody say, ah! What am I saying? We all have farms to plant, and your ranks announce the level that you are, and they are very important. So ladies and gentlemen, I want us to make progress today and take on the next thing we'll have today. If you are still in the building physically, and you are still in the building online, can you just, if you are online, type in yeah, and if you are here physically, can you shout yeah? Okay, great. Now, so what we're going to do very quickly today is we're going to look at one of the ways we can ensure that we continue to increase our seeds leveraging on the solution packs. Ladies and gentlemen, there are a few marketing laws we have taught before that I also want to reinforce here as well, to say that there's a law called the law of concession. Or what they call, is it concession or they call it? They call it the law of reciprocity, but there's a sub-law under it called concession, which says, if I ask you for a big favor and you say no to me, you are more likely to say yes to a little smaller favor. Are we together? Yes. If I go to someone and I ask the person to give me ₦1 million for a business, and they say no, and I say, okay, Oga, no problem. I didn't bring transport money when I was coming here. Can you please give me 5,000 naira? He's more likely to say yes. Now, if I'm a smart marketer, even if I don't need 1 million, I will start with 1 million. Even though what I really need is 5K. Because in the saying no to me and denying me, there's a reciprocity point triggered to want to compensate for having said no to me. Are we together? Yes. And that's why if you sell VIP first, you are likely to sell gold. But if you sell gold first, you're not likely to sell VIP. And it happens to you all the time when you go to electronic shops. They will show you one 17 inches, give you 22 inches, 3 inches. You will like it. By the time you look, I cannot afford it. By the time they come to a lower one, you will afford it. So I'm saying, have that in mind, that people there's concession. And concession is very funny. I've shared it in a number of ways. I say if you go to somebody and you say to the person, I want to sell this to you, and they say no. And you ask them, do you have friends who may be interested? They are more obligated to tell you the friends that they have that are interested. If you went and asked for friends directly, they won't answer you. But because you have made an offer to them and they have said no, it's more likely that they will say yes to your next request. It's called concession. Somebody stumbled on it when one boy came to ask him something. He said no to the guy. And when the guy was going, the guy said, sir, please, this is a donation we're doing to our charity if you're interested. And he felt to give the guy money and he was asking himself, why did I give him money? And then he did the research and realized it's concession. Now, always have this in mind to say, I want to be able to position the opportunity I want to position, understanding that if I don't get what I want, I will get something else. So never leave a deal on the table without any other value. And I will show you how this plays out with solution packs. I'm going to take a few comments from people who have sold solution packs. If you're in the house and you have sold the solution pack, can I see your hand? Okay, 1, 2, 3, physically here. If you are in the online meeting, you have sold the solution pack, just give us a comment in the box and say solution pack sold. Okay, so that we can take comments. Because I want everybody to learn this because there's something beautiful here that is going on. Okay, good. Janelle says sold. I'm impressed. I thought you were pricing it bottle by bottle. Very good. Sold. Okay, Dr. Fumi, sold. Okay, Mrs. Malekulo, sold. Okay, good. So we're going to have many comments today of people who will help us understand how solution packs can be sold and how it has been sold in times past before. Now, let me quickly lay a foundation. What exactly are the solution packs about? So I'll show you the page of solution pack. The page shows you www.readernatural. I'm sure you can see this. www.readernatural. Oh, sorry. So it says natural remedies for stubborn everyday diseases. Now, this is the page that you want to share with people. The beauty of this page is that this page tells you nothing. This page is only for people to indicate interest. It is for capturing leads. Now, one of the smartest things you can do when you're doing business is don't try and rush the entire sales process. I'll tell you what I mean. Don't try and rush the entire sales process. Break it down into leads generation, into leads conversion, into sales. Are we together? And then into referrals. Your sales process is not, I meet somebody, I market the person, he said no, I walk away. You are not opening conversations that never end. Every time you open a conversation, you file that conversation as, I have generated a new lead. I need to follow up on this lead because follow-up is where conversion happens. When I convert, I need to ensure that anybody I bring on board is bringing others as well. Because my pathway to 1 million people is not going to 1 million people. My pathway to 1 million people is one person who is able to also find other people, and that chain continues. Are we together? After Jesus Christ finished his work on earth, he had how many people in the upper room? 120. Now, that 120 was a work of 3.5 years and 40 days post-resurrection. Imagine this. Imagine this. I died. You know that I died. I rose. You know that I rose. And you're my friends. And I say, go and bring your friends. Another 40 days of coming to class and teaching in the seminar, we will only get 120 to attend. That's not a good number. Somebody who rose again. The whole city should be full. He's happened. You are sure. You know him. 120. I'm saying it's not the number of direct contact that matters. From that 120, how many do we have in the world today? Over 2 billion. Are we together? So what I'm saying is, you want to ensure that everybody you get as a lead, you try to convert, whether you convert or not, is able to create other links for you as well. So this page, why I like this page is because this page is not saying anything. This page is saying natural remedies for stubborn disease every day. And it says to you, name, email, phone number, select, get started now. And it's telling you something else underneath, which I want you to see. Let me move it to the left. Choose reader today. It tells you it's safe, it's effective. It tells you there are many problems you can solve. It tells you that an ebook you can get for free. And essentially all you need to do is fill these details with your name. If you ever come to this page, it's because you are interested in health. And what will bring you here is not that I take the link and I share the link. No, I need to put a story. And you can do this every day. So it's part of sewing. Every day you can write it, you can take one of the testimonies in the testimony group and make sure that it is in the style that you want it to be. And say, this happened to somebody today. I'm just so excited. If you want to think about your health, please click the link below the testimony. People like testimony, people like stories. I take the story, I put my link, readerhealth.com/username, whiskey. I put whiskey. And I put a little story. One of the things we're going to be doing over the next 30 days after this conference is providing you with content as well, so that I can do this every day. I post it on my social media page, Facebook, Instagram. And if you're not on social media today, in this generation, it's not because of your age. It's because of your choice. It's not, forget that thing of age. Go and check demographics of Facebook. Facebook has the most people on Facebook are between 50 and 65. Instagram has the younger people, but guess what? It's choice. And that's because maybe they are more, they find it easier to play with the pictures, but you can learn. There's Clubhouse now, there are different things. Basically, just tell yourself you want to keep up with the trends. The day you don't want to know anything again is the day you die. Thank God now I have a toddler in the house. That means I must be learning for the next 20 years. Because I must be current. If everyone must not be saying things, I'll be wondering what are you talking about. You know, so you need to have that attitude. Say, you know what, I'm going to keep on learning because there are people that will benefit from the fact that I'm learning. So you put a little story. Yeah, we have testimonies that can shake you. There's one I put hand. Take the pictures. Go to some of these apps that have photo grid. Combine them together. You saw the t-shirt I put today. I did it myself. I just took t-shirt 1, t-shirt 2, t-shirt 3, t-shirt 4. I put inside an app. Put them together, mix it, look for different ones, chose the one I wanted, screen grabbed, and sent out. It will look like the work of an artist. Nothing is there. Everybody can do it. So you do it, push it out, and then anybody who's interested clicks on that link. They come here. They can't see anything. They need to fill their name, fill their email, fill a few factors to get it now. Some people will write nonsense there because those ones, they're not interested in anything. They only came to find out how is this thing working. You have one of those in 10. But you go there, you write your name, write your email, write your phone number, select the remedy you are interested in. This remedy list is going to increase. We're going to add something for body fat. We're going to add something for skin, something for asthma, something for different things. It's going to be added to the list. But today we have about 13 different items here. We have diabetes, lifestyle, hypertension, senior citizens, pain pack, immunity booster pack, male health pack, female health pack, general wellness pack, facility pack, and I'm sure a few more. Let me see, there's more. So you click on one and you click get read now. Once you do that, it takes you to the page that explains what you are looking for and gives you an opportunity to buy a solution pack and sign up now. Let me tell you this. It is not likely that many people will complete the sign-up process. Maybe in 20, maybe 1, maybe in 100, maybe 5 will not talk to you at all. You just discover they bought the pack. You just see reward in your account. You just see everything has happened. You just be wondering what happened. And then you go and trace your account, look for them, call their number, and tell them what they've joined. Once in a while, something like that. Most times, they will see the solution, they will try a bit, and then they will leave. But when they leave, when you go to your back office, you will find a place here called Reader Health. When you log in, there's a place here called Reader Health. When you click on it, it will say website leads. When you click on those website leads, it will show you the names, emails, phone numbers, and the pack they were interested in for all the people who came to your page. Now, this is a TGM page, so you find a lot of foreign numbers when they were developing it. If I go to someone like MI's page, you see plenty of names there of people who have filled it. You can be throwing this out, creating every day, and be building your list. Ladies and gentlemen, when you generate the list, that's step 1. The major step is follow up. Follow up is pick your phone and call. You can send an email having the brochure of January testimonies, having a short video that you like that explains everything in 5 minutes. You send that to them and say, you are sending something across to them, but you call. Hello, I saw that you are on the Reader Health page and that you fill the form for high blood pressure or for male fertility or for facility or for diabetes. I would like to help you engage so that you can come on board this opportunity. You can get the pack you want. I can help you organize how to be delivered to you for free. I can help you with this, help you with this, blah, blah, blah. They will give you testimonies of how they did it. But essentially, when you have those conversations, it may not happen immediately. You may need to follow up. But guess what? The moment your conversation starts from Solution Pack, you will not be talking about how much is one bottle. If you are still doing your business at a bottle level, something is wrong. If the person says, I would like to buy 2, one for my mom, another one for my dad, that's the silver pack. Or 2 bros packs. Are we together? If the person says, how long will the pack last for? And you say it's 90 days. Ah, the person says, and I don't have money for that now. I want to buy 2, but I don't have money for that. You say, can you start with 1? That one, I will help you do it. I will tell you what you can share for them to use. Once they give you feedback that is working well, get the second one. Even if you do not sell a solution pack to the person in your lead capture, and they say, give me 1 month pack, the minimum that person will spend is 20, 25, 30,000 naira. Your conversion has changed from give me 1 bottle of this, 2 bottles of that. Today, there are testimonies I don't even want to hear. Testimonies like the one that somebody was sharing yesterday. And somebody drank reader and then prostate issue was solved. Solution pack, 90 days. 90 days. 90 days. Straight. This is a 90 days play. This is what will take care of his well. Let the person now begin to decide, can I break? You know what? Let me just do it. You have changed the conversation. And guess what? With this, you can have leads happening in your back office every day. And you can have a document in your book, in your prospect list that you're following with, where I've called this person once. I am going to follow up again. This is the next step for this person. Ladies and gentlemen, people will say yes if you follow up well. Some earlier than others, some later than others, but it does happen. So very quickly, Folari, help me. Folari, we'd like to hear from the people who are solution packs, their own experiences. And for those who are watching online as well, we're going to get your experience as well. So stay tuned there. If you're going to share experiences with us, we'll call your name so that I can share. You just need to on voice and use your. So we'll start with Rita. Dr. Rita.
Hey, good morning, everyone. My name is Rita Onubia. Okay, and I'm in Team Thrive. I think I'll just start my example from yesterday. So someone reached out to me. He knows I've been told about solutions, and he has a neighbor who has issues with his libido and all that. So he reached out. Can you hear me now? Okay, awesome. So I'm Rita Onubia. I'm Rita Onubia. I'm a member of Team Thrive, and the solution pack example, I would start from what happened yesterday and progress to like my first sale of the solution pack. So yesterday I had someone contact me telling me about a friend of his who has problems with ejaculation. And his focus was just reader fire, getting reader fire. And I asked, what is the problem? What solution do you need? I redirected that conversation. Then I started asking questions about how long the person had the problem. Okay, he now said he will find out because the person was so like embarrassed to like speak to me directly. So he got all that information and now said it has happened for years. And subsequently, it has gotten worse this year. That's why he has even spoken out. Straight, I told them to check out the websites. I was en route then. I told them to check out the websites. So finally, I told them the solution pack is 85K. That's what I usually start with. But if they take action right now, they will get it at 65K. The person was, Sister Rita, take it easy. So basically, he was begging on me. I said, if you do things right, you'll get the desired results. He has a problem and he needs the solution that this problem has been there for years. Even if he cannot maybe afford that 65K right now, I can work out something that will be about 25,000. So he said he'll get back to me. So that happened yesterday. So I'm expecting a feedback today. Now for the first solution packs that left, that was around the celebration Valentine. So I had someone who reached out to me before then, asked a few questions, this and that would this be good for my husband? So finally, just the day before Valentine, she reached out again that she would like to send to her husband. Though. She also like to get for her father-in-law, but she wants the husband to get it first. So we continued in conversation. I told her free delivery. You know, when you put that out there, something is free. So that also helps the process. So she said free delivery. I said, okay. At the end of the day, she decided to just get everything at once after going through the site and saying testimonies and all that. So she just got the 2-pack at once. So that was, so she got the 2 packs at once, and that was silver pack basically in one day. So I think in the month of February, every week, at least a minimum of 1 solution pack has left my back office. So if you position things properly, you would, then there is something, okay, CM has already spoken about it. So from the testimonies you have, you can create a customer avatar, be that customer and like position everything there, put on your WhatsApp status, and at the end, your link should be there. I had a new sign up just last week from, this is someone that attended a meeting almost more than 1 year ago. That's before COVID started in full force. And why did he sign up? He has been, I've been consistent with my posting and all that. He said he had been seeing my WhatsApp status. So he just came and said, okay, that he wants to get the products now. I said it's 750,000 naira VIP. Now said, is there any smaller package? What I told him is, okay, so what's your budget? I didn't go down to start saying this, not too much story. What's the budget? He said, okay, around 100. I said, okay, you just go for gold, 140. So you need to act fast. You know, CM has already told us, like, we have like 3 months ahead. So it's the truth. Things have gone up. The company is just trying to maintain things for us. So as I said that, immediately he took action. So we have so many things at our disposal. We just need to use them. Thank you.
It was not from the back office. Somebody had prostate enlargement. We had actually been discussing fire and bitters. Then the solution pack came out. And then I said, it's better you get something that would take care of everything at once. And it's 65,000 naira. So he paid and got the solution pack. That was how it happened.
Sorry, I didn't unmute myself. So we're going to take somebody from online, and then we'll come back offline so that we can hear someone else from here, and then we'll close this session on Solution Pack. But ladies and gentlemen, if you want to put your business on autopilot and you want your seeds process to happen frequently and daily, then you want to ensure that you are always consistently doing this exposure. There's something that Bookbam shared with me yesterday I'd like her to share. So we'll come to you as well. Your experiences with your status page, your WhatsApp status page. Sometimes people say things like, I want to learn how to use social media. I want to learn how to leverage on this. If you are using social media, you can use social media to generate leads. You will still need to do personal communication to do follow-up. Sometimes you can use media to do follow-up as well, if you're able to build a funnel and get a list of emails going out. But typically, you will need to take people from where they are, communicate with them, and then gradually bring them to close. And once you begin to talk from Solution Pack, all the conversation about how much is one bottle, trust me, that won't be your conversation. Your conversation will be concession. That if you don't want what I'm offering you, then you want a concession. If you don't want 750, then you take gold. If you understand, so it's concessionary versus one bottle is 2.5. He said, hey, is there no smaller one? You say, okay, there's 30 minutes. You can start with 30 minutes. Go ahead, use 30 minutes today. That's not the kind of conversation you want to have. You want to have a conversation. So, Dr. Fumi, I think she wants to start by sharing with us our experience with solution packs.
Yes, thank you very much. Hello, everyone. My sale of a solution pack was not a conventional way, but I will share it. I don't know if some of us remember the audio of my cousin whose husband she shared a testimony about her husband who has Parkinson's disease and Alzheimer's. And that audio, that testimony really touched my heart. And so I shared it with a few friends, with a few people anyway. Now, one of them is a friend of mine who I've been trying to get to sign up for since we started. That's over 2 years ago. But her thought was, oh, I have nobody to share it with. I have nobody. So, but she took that audio and sent it on to a few friends as well. And one of them got back to her, and she now asked me that, can she actually speak to my cousin? And I asked my cousin, and it was fine. So she spoke to my cousin in France, and she got her friend to speak to her cousin and to my cousin. And my cousin shared even more about Rita with her. And she now advised the lady, because the lady's husband is also has Parkinson's disease. And my cousin now advised the lady to start with 6 bottles. I just said, well, Sherry. So anyway, the lady now called me, and I now told her the cost and everything. And my head started working. This friend of mine is the originator of this sale. She should benefit. So I now told my friend that, look, there's this solution pack. In fact, the story before that is that CM, you told us that it's what we sell, it's what we have that we will sell. So at the beginning of that month, before you even talked about the wellness pack, I had bought a solution pack, gold pack, and had them there. So I now said, this solution pack, you can, if this lady buys 6 bottles, you can add the rest and sign up with a solution pack. And the lady now said she will even take 9 bottles. And so we sold, she bought 9 bottles, my friend added the money, and she has signed up with the solution pack. Not only that, that same video has elicited there about 3 more people that I've had to talk to about Rita, and they all want to buy. So now this person that signed up with a solution pack, her solution pack products are almost finished. She's doing a GMX RPL of 20 Rita in the next day or 2, just from that testimony. So it's a combination, the solution packs, the testimonies, having something in your back, already, it's really helping. I'm so excited because I know that from this, there are going to be so many signups, whether they're solution packs or not. There's so much coming from just that one testimony I posted. Thank you very much.
Very good. Thank you very much for that, Dr. Fumi. I thought I saw Mrs. Falekulo as well. We're going to take your comment about solution packs as well. You can unmute and show your face. I also saw Joshua Adeleke, and I also saw Tess. We'll take 2 people, 2 more people. Let's hear from you and hear about how you sold solution pack. Yes, go ahead, ma'am.
Hello, everyone. It's nice to be here and to talk to you. Well, my sale of the solution pack went this way. I've been talking to my brother, who is a doctor and does not believe in herbal medicine. I am sure the doctors here will understand exactly what I'm talking about. But he has been following my journey for a long while. I had a talk with him just over a week ago and said to him, look, you need to take this thing seriously, because he actually has some preconditions that he needs to deal with. I said to him, we've been talking about this thing for years on end, and you are not taking it seriously. If your sister tells you that this thing can work, how come you don't believe me? So he said, Sister Lola, you believe that this thing can really work? I said, yes, I do. And there are too many testimonies for you to not take seriously. So I said to him, go to this website. I will send you that website immediately we drop. Go to the website and go and check it out. Before I knew what was happening, I wasn't even thinking, because I didn't want to be signing up people under me right now. I have a leg that I need to actually build. But I sent him my own website details. He went in, and before I knew what was happening, he had signed up and done everything. And then he sent me a message. Sister Lola, how am I going to get this thing go? That's the only reason why I haven't paid for it directly. Wow. So anyway, we sorted it out. And my brother got his solution pack yesterday. Wow. This is years. Thank you.
Yeah, so for perspective, so that we can get a clearer picture of what exactly happened there, she is in the UK. I think her brother is in the US. So it's an international.
No.
Okay, where's your brother?
No, Nigeria.
He's in Nigeria. He's in Abuja.
Okay,
he's
good.
in Abuja.
He's in UK, the brother is in Abuja. So from UK, somebody is selling to somebody in Abuja, and somebody in Lagos here is wondering how he will sell to somebody. Okay, good. So exciting things are happening. Is there anybody else from online that wants to share? Okay, I can see anybody. Okay, I can see Imon's hand up. I'm asking about any of the people who said that they sold solution packs. Okay, I also sold the solution pack. Okay. Okay, Imon, you can show your face and let's hear your voice. We cannot hear you clearly. We are not hearing you.
Can you hear me?
We can hear you now. We are not hearing you again.
Can you hear me now? Can you hear me now?
Not clearly. It's faint. Are you driving?
Wow. I have parked. Can you hear me now?
It's still very light. Where you are in a good place, let's know. Joshua Adeleke, let's hear you and see you.
Okay, good morning, Ziams. Good morning, everybody. Yeah. Hello, good morning. Good morning, everybody. Can everybody hear me?
Yes.
Okay. Okay, well, I've always hated the issue of having to be selling one bottles to 2 bottles of all these things. I've always believed that you spend the same amount of energy to sell 2 cartons when you sell 1 bottle. I'm going to say the same thing. I'm going to channel the same energy. So why would I be selling 1 bottle when I can sell 2 cartons, 3 cartons? So when the issue of the solution packs came, I've always loved the idea of, enjoying the swags of taking people away from things and just put things online, and a system can just take over. Somebody can just fill a form, the company can just take it over, and from there people can just pick up their whatever. So this is the story. I've sold a number of solution packs actually, but the one that my first experience is still very much clear. So I'm going to talk about that one. So somebody called me. He had been buying reader beaters in Maiduguri. 2 bottles, 3 bottles. He's trying to actually handle the issue of high blood pressure. So he called me. He's now back in Abuja. So he was now asking me that before he left Maduguri, that he was finding it difficult to buy the bottles. So now, in this issue of the solution pack came, I always wanted to, it gives me the credence to really want to pay attention to what really people want to use the product for. So it puts me in a very professional posture. So I just developed some confidence to really want to talk to you, to really want to know, okay, bros, babe, what exactly do you want to use the product for? Let me actually advise you on the best value you can get to really solve your problem. So me and this man, we started talking. So he was opening up to me. Okay, I've been using the product for high blood pressure for a while. He has been getting results. So I told him that, okay, there is a beta packet that you can actually take right now that can take you all along for about 90 days. You don't have to be rushing and be stressing yourself up and down because you wanted to buy, you bought 2 bottles yesterday, you now want to buy extra bottles later. So I told him, okay, there's a website that you can actually go to. So I gave him the website link, and he got back to me after going through the website. I could notice the excitement in his voice, the amount of abundant education about high blood pressure on the website, the convenience and the comfort of just putting a few information somewhere and it can be delivered to you. So the guy was very excited, and before you know it, okay, because of the way I had spoken with him, okay, he said, okay, he would just like to send the money to me so that I can just send everything to him. Now, I didn't feel good about that because that's in a way kind of jeopardize the kind of system that I built. That I don't want to be involved. So all I want to do is I just want to talk, somewhere where I can just talk to you like a professional. Then because someone they say is always right sometimes. So I had to just I had to follow through with what it was. I just love the system of solution packs. Steve, thanks so much for bringing up the solution of the solution packs. And like you said, we are looking forward to a lot more solution packs on that list because people's challenges are actually diverse. So I'm happy about solution packs, and this is what I have been following since the issue of solution packs came. I am not. I don't even want to talk about bottles. If I ask you that, okay, want to buy a product, if you say, okay, you want to buy a product, the first thing I'm going to tell you is what exactly is the challenge. If you are talking about bottles, I will do 2 things. It's either I try to run away from the conversation. I don't want to sell bottles. Or if I can, I will direct the conversation towards you buying a solution pack. If you are telling me about bottles, I will find a way to run away. I'm not going to sell anything less than a solution pack nowadays. Thank you.
Awesome. Thank you very much, Joshua Adeleke. That's beautiful. So you can see what's going on. Once you go this way, you have a better posture. You are more confident. You are talking like a professional. You are not dealing in bottles. And guess what? Everybody who buys a solution pack from you becomes a distributor. Everybody they sell one to becomes a distributor. So you are planting more seeds. Do you understand? When they buy their GMX, they are wetting the seed. But when they buy their solution packs, they're actually planting a lot more seeds. And I think that's very, very important. Okay, I think we'll close this segment with, there's something very interesting that we're going to talk about today, which is the general well-being pack. I know. We'll talk about the general well-being pack, but before we do that, we'll quickly take MI, share with us from here. Yes, there's something for Bookbam, yes. So we listen to MI talk to us about the solution pack, and then Bookbam will tell us what she's doing with our social media pages and our WhatsApp.
Okay, good morning, everyone. Can I go ahead? Okay, yes, good morning, everyone, online and offline. Yeah, I would like to take it up where, maybe a bit of a mixture of what Joshua spoke about. Mixture of what Joshua spoke about and Dr. Aino. The truth is that You know, there's a tendency to think that because we are talking about solution pack, it's magic. If you start talking about it, they will listen to you. No. Okay, what the solution pack actually does is that it makes what you're already doing, it makes it more effective. If you are doing your business, solution pack will give your business wings. So if you are not doing your business, solution pack is not the sudden magic that will do something to your business. I mean, that's what it is. Now, why am I saying this? I mean, I could give several examples, but I would like to give one example of something that happened in the course of doing my business. I've been thinking about a particular city in Nigeria that I really need a team, yeah, to be there. I've been thinking about it, you know, how do I do this and all of that. And then along the line, I came across, of course, I'd known before, but I reconnected with one of my old secondary school mates. I just realized that he was somewhere in the north. I thought that he lives there and all that. So I think, oh, how do I connect with this guy? How do I, you know, I know that he may not be the distributor I need, but he would be the contact person for what I really, really wanted to do. So I connected with him, tried to get somebody close to that place, and got a 250 mils reader across to him. I paid for everything, paid retail, paid everything, and got him a free bottle to try. Right. So I got it to him. I think 2 days after, he called me, you know, and said his wife wanted to talk to me. I now met the wife, you know, secondary school. So by the time I knew he now said, okay, I think he called me one day, and I said I was busy, I was in a meeting. She said, okay, he will write out, he wrote out a long list of testimonies on top of these 250 meals between himself and his wife. So, and he said, when I'm free, he would like to speak with me, with his wife too. In fact, his wife will call me, do I mind? I'm like, what's happening? So before I knew what was happening, he spoke with me, then the wife called me. Apparently, they're trying to have babies. They've been married he's older than me, but we're classmates. And, you know, was so thankful. He said he already could even feel in his other room, everything, on top of these 250 meals, that he can already see that he's like, this thing is going to work. I didn't even need to waste time. I said, what you need is a male and female wellness pack. That's what you need. Of course, I had found out, gotten some tests of what they had done and what they really needed to do, you know, and I knew that was what was going to be best for them. So I said, okay, get the solution pack for you, get for madam as well. So we got talking and he said, and this is where the creativity comes in. So when you're doing your business, you have to be creative. So he now said, my sister, you know me, I know you. These 2 packs are going to cost 130K. Can I pay, I think 2 times or 3 times? He said, can I pay 2 or 3 times? I said, what do you have in mind? He said, actually what he's thinking is that he will pay maybe 40, and he just explained it somehow. Then that's how my brain woke up. I said, there's something I can do for you. If you can pay 65K now, the first set will get you free in the north where you are. Then we can plan the others, mean that I plan how we do it. It's a win-win situation. But I mean, I just said, if you can try, pay 65K now, without any course, if you get to you first, that one, you and madam can start using it. Before we enter next month, you will pay the next tranche. That one I can, is he not my friend? I will know how I can bear the cost of that one. So that was how he bought the first one. And of course, there was supposed to be him and madam. I'm a stockist. I know how these things work. I got the solution pack for male wellness. I removed some of this thing, restore, put this and that, you know, and I sent the first batch to them. So, I mean, and it's exciting. It's exciting, like Joshua said, being able to be in a place where you can really, really prefer solutions to people. Yeah, ask questions, be able to say, oh, this and that. And then they're already on a journey with me. They are still going to get the next pack, right? And you know, by the time they get the next pack, I'm going to tell them they are earning 10K. Or I take the 10K off, you know, of them. So they're already even on the journey, they're seeing, this madam really likes us, or this thing is really good. You know, I remind you of somebody else who also wants to get the 2 packs for her parents as well. The senior citizens pack is also something I'm very passionate about. And I've seen a lot of my contemporaries who really want the senior citizens pack for, you know, for their parents. So it's exciting. If you are doing your business, it just gives you, it's like it gives some fresh breath or whatever, I mean, to your business. And it still feels like you're talking about something different because you are addressing different issues and you know, people are getting value for it. It's really exciting.
If you listen to this very well, you will realize there's testimonies on the solution packs for each of the ailments. Have you been to the solution pack before? Have you been to the solution pack before? Yeah. Your name is there. You see your name there. Yeah. You see plenty of testimonies under each of the categories. So, of course, how you introduce it is you start with the testimony as well. You lead them to the page. You get their leads, and then you follow up. Let's hear from Buki. Buki has, in this month, she's almost done up to ₦1 million, and she says she has done it without leaving her office. Please share with us.
Good morning, everyone. Okay. What I've been doing, I've not been paying attention to reader before, but I think I started paying attention last year, late last year. So when I started getting different testimonies, I was like, hey, this is our reader. Okay, now let's make money. I've started us. I'll just take snapshots, post testimonies. I will send this gets order from the broadcast. But each time I post testimony, people will be asking me, hey, this girl, Shebi is estate and travels you are doing. You started doing a go-to. I said, oh, I'm proudly a Alagbo seller international. I'm proudly a Alagbo seller. You know, from that, we take the conversation to another level, and before you know it, they will make order. So there was this medical doctor, happened to be a senior colleague where I was working before. It's an international organization. So, you know, these people, they are skeptical about all these Abba, wherever. So I did not know he has been checking my status and be saying all these reader I've been posting. So it just buzzed me that which one is this reader that you get has been disturbing us with. So that was how we started the conversation. I've been on his neck. Oh, come and buy this product. Okay, let me send it to him. It was like a product to him. I sent just one bitter and the fire. So I think it got to him on a Saturday. He used the products, I think that Saturday night. Sunday afternoon, I got a call. Sunday afternoon, I got a call. He was like, hey, what is in that thing that you sent to me? I said, what is in that thing that you sent to me? I said, share the testimony. He said, that's none of your business. Is one of the testimony you'll be sharing. So it's none of your. I said, okay. He said, I saw fat burner, I saw that product, so I think I need to try it. I said, you need to try it too. He said, send me 4. One advert. I said, so that was how the guy got interested in the product. And I was like, you know, people like that, they are big boys already. You know, when you started telling them.
Okay, hello everyone. There are people online that they cannot hear you. So if you want to, you can maybe not. Let me change the direction. You can please share that. One house, Hello, everyone. If you are here and you can hear me, shout yes. Online, they are saying no audio. Can you hear now? If you can hear now, say yes. Hello, can you hear? Can you hear? Okay, can you hear anybody? Hello? The last comment online is I cannot hear. Is anybody here testing? I'm the one that typed yes. If you can hear. Okay, everyone, if you can hear me now, can you just say yes? I hope you can hear now. Sorry for the hitches. Okay, I can hear. Okay, I can hear yes now. Is that one connected? If you're not connected, you can. Okay, no problem. I'll just do it from here. No worries. No worries. So very quickly, I'll share what you are. It's okay. It's live now. Go ahead. Yeah. I can't even see it. Okay, it's not connected with the audio yet. It's not connected with audio yet. Connect the audio now. Connect the audio. Connect internet with audio. It's the place where it says. You can show visuals, it's not showing connection. Now it has audio. You're not unmuted it yet. It's upside down. Speak. I won't know.
Okay, so I was just saying that the solution part. Speak. Speak. Can you hear me? Okay, Una. Okay. The solution pack is equivalent in value to a bronze sign-up pack. So instead of, so sometimes you, and when they check the content of the bronze pack or silver pack, they will say, it's so that I need. So the solution pack is so big issues. So people who want to feel like they are not signing up, but they are buying what they need, are signing up anyways, right? And the best part is that by signing them up, you are earning an instant reward of 10,000 naira for the 65,000 solution pack. So you are getting so much value. They are getting exactly what they need. And it's just a win-win all the way. And I mean, there are a lot of ways we can also be very creative, you know, about it. For example, the instance I was trying to cite earlier, the lady that wants to get solution packs for her parents, one diabetes, one hypertension. Okay, and I told her her bill was 130K. And she said, but I have a brother-in-law. Listen to this one. For, you know, sometimes who want to feel smart, right? And I found it really exciting. When this happened, I told her her bill, right? And she told me that I have a brother-in-law. My brother-in-law is one of your distributors. I want to use his account to buy it. I said, no problem. By the time I even checked, the brother-in-law is on my team. Whether he's on my team or not, anyways, he can buy through his brother-in-law, not a problem. So, he said, I want to buy through my brother-in-law's account. I said, no wahala. You buy through your brother. So she said, I want to get it as a discount. No, listen, no, because she felt that, the brother is a distributor. So, said, so how much off do I get? I said, no, your brother that is a distributor he will get that discount as cash back. As some profits for buying. So anyhow, the price is the same. Whether you buy it using your brother's account, your brother will chop the money. Or you to sign on by yourself for the first one. And the second one, which is for your mom, you get it. Like it was very everybody's.
If I get something that has the same issue as yours, I want to buy for each parent.
Okay, so there's a lot of complaint about sound breaking, so let's stop that. Thank you very much. Please put your hands together.
Can I?
Sorry about that. I hope you can hear me clearly now.
Use
for
the
those who
face
said they
pack
can't hear clearly, I'll
to-
summarize what they've said very quickly. What they've shared is just that the fact that the solution packs
so that you can end the
are
month.
very useful for sign-ups. A few more experiences.
Okay. Yes.
How it has happened. They said they were hearing two voices. Can anybody else who is on here just silence their own phones so that they are not hearing two voices? Is it clearer now? Is it clearer now? Okay, great. So we're going to have the last segment for today. I hope it's been value so far. The last segment for today is something very exciting that all of us have shown significant interest in. And we're going to share it very quickly. I think I'm disconnected here. We're going to share this very quickly today. We have somebody who is going to be a guest speaker in sharing this with us. So I'm going to bring him up. So you will see me, and then you will see me no more for a while. And then you will see me again after a few minutes. Thank you. Are we still connected?
No.
Okay, I'll connect back to you. So I'm going to bring up the person who will share with us. He will share from my seat here. Now, many of us have heard about the General Well-being Park or General Wellness Park. If you have heard of General Wellness Park, can you say yes? Yes. If you have heard about it and you are on the online, and you are attending online, can you type there yes? Yes. Okay, so very quickly today, I want us to get to hear a little more about this park, and I'll bring over the person who will share with us.